Hello and welcome back, guys. You are gaming with me, Brothgar, and today I've got one of the games that I am so excited to share with you guys. It is Planet Coaster. I absolutely knew nothing about this game as of a few days ago. Saw Jacksepticeye playing it, looked into it more, and thought, this is the game for me. I was looking for a fun game that is not stressful at all, but is, you know, a theme park simulator of some sort, fits that build, and Planet Coaster is a true successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon. I played the original like crazy back in the day and absolutely loved it. The others that have come after that have been all right, but they just haven't really captured me in the same way like the original one. So far, this one, just think of it. Think of like the original game if you ever played it, plus like way better controls, better graphics, and a lot more freedom when it comes to building roller coasters, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to make it. I have played other roller coaster games, or designers and whatnot, and they've been very difficult and very complex, almost like an engineering tool, but this one is legit and it's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my little park that I have right here. I've built this park in a, well, essentially a cliff here. You can see this. This is my land, and if we fly out really far here, you'll see that I've picked a very challenging park to go ahead and build on there. So the dotted line here is the extent of my park. So that's how big I can build it right there. And so far they haven't unlocked the ability to go ahead and buy more land outside of your square. This is in alpha. You can see the build there in the top right. So build 0.2.3. So I am in alpha very early on into the game, but I gotta tell you what, so far it is pretty legit and it seems to work out well. Anyhow, though, my park here has a lot of, a lot of cliffs and crevices, and you can see that in the game here there's actually going to be a lot of terrain tools. So you could start off with a flat, I had to minimize the other screen, but you could start off with a flat, what am I trying to say? You start with the flat land and actually use the molding tools to make something of this sort, or, kind of digging into the ground and using all the different terrain tools. So let me go ahead and just show you that real quick. I mean, it's not like the first tool I'm going to show you is the terrain tool. Yeah, why not? Because why not? Let's just do it. There it is, terrain over here. Now this is pretty new, but what we got here, we got a little painting. I got a nice cliff here, but you know what? Maybe there isn't actually any of this grass on the side. So I'm just going to paint this up here, give it a little bit of a rocky look right there. Nice. But we kind of blend it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Now, just to give you an idea, I've used the same tool here and all the different abilities. Let's see, what else could we do? A little bit of sculpting. Oh yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. Anyhow, though, let's not dig into that just yet because I want to show you what I've been doing with my park. So yeah, I've kind of painted up some of this ground here, kind of reworked the terrain a little bit. I'm using a free fly cam at the moment. This is a building over here. Rather than just having little stalls that you normally place, what you do is you construct your own building. So this one is a custom building. So if I were to actually go into buildings right here, and I were to place a facility, for right now as the game currently is in its development stage, I would place just a normal stand like this and plop it down and they'd have a place to buy some stuff. But I actually constructed multiples of these by putting them together. Like I put a restaurant or a restroom right next to that. So when I place this down, that becomes another part of the building. So you can kind of construct that, add things like roofs, wall exteriors, building attachments, decorations, signs, and whatnot. So if I were to do some decorations and add something like, how about the skull torch? Why not? We'll throw it on the side there. Anyhow, that's what I've added. Kind of cool, kind of interesting. And you can see how that's worked right there. Just to give you an idea, I actually constructed this sort of sales facility because I thought this was a little bit more fitting for my park. So let me show you a time lapse of me actually figuring out the tools here and creating this nice little building. So you can see by the way I was able to create this building, it is really cool and you can make some really fancy stuff in this game. There's some people out there that are making incredibly impressive parks already that are just really taking these tools and pushing it to the max. And the cool thing about this game is obviously, as you would expect of a modern sort of theme park with this much customization, you're going to be able to share your designs and download them and upload them and all that stuff. And for me, that's going to be really cool as a YouTuber, being able to kind of put this out there so you guys can upload your stuff and it can end up in my parks, or I could hand you my parks and then you customize it, and we'll see who comes up with like kind of the most innovative ideas the next week around. A lot of really cool ideas for this series, and I'm absolutely loving this game, so I'm probably gonna be uploading it a lot, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. Anyhow though, I've got this building right here. I'm gonna go ahead and I could duplicate this building. Yeah, buddy. And I can rotate it around, or you can kind of fine tune what its angle is or whatnot, but I've kind of, well, I could snap it, but you can see how you could just really get into the details there and, you know, make it fit for whatever it is. If you don't really like the whole cookie cutter 45 degrees or 15 degrees or whatever it is, I don't know. Some of that stuff really helps to kind of make stuff work, and I could just probably place it up in the air. Can I do that? Just randomly floating in the air? Okay, I got a new idea for a park. Everything's floating. Land is floating. Oh, can I make floating terrain? Oh, please tell me I can do that. Oh, buddy, if I can do floating terrain, then I'm definitely going to make a sky park. Oh, that's going to happen. All right, we're going to pull up the terrain here. Yes, come on now. I'm using kind of free cam. I should probably turn that off. So there we go. Now we'll rotate around the axis and I can fly around just like this. Takes you a little bit to get used to the controls, but they're really not too bad. They're pretty intuitive once you've kind of focused on them a little bit right here. You'll see in some of the other maps that people have used the terrain tool to kind of to sculpt big sculptures, and that then becomes the focus point of the park. But oh, please tell me I could do this. Flatten for foundation, no flattened surface, no chisel. Chisel. Oh, you could just smooth it up. There you go. Smooth away, buddy. Push. Oh, yeah. Get some of that. Come on now. Oh, yeah. Just got to push it all the way through. Please tell me I can do this. I'm going to make teardrops in the sky. Happy little islands. Woo! Oh, I can do it. Yes! You have no idea. This makes me so excited because back when I was doing Medieval Engineers, I didn't do it for too long. I kind of got away from the game. But my grand idea was to have this flying sky sort of city and whatnot. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right, so you can see where I'm going to go with this one, guys. Floating Islands theme park. And it's going to be dug into like this awesome park setup already, which these caves and cliffs, this is going to be cool. It's going to be cool. All right, so what I've done so far, just flying on over here to my park, which I have right around 1,000 people. That seems to be the maximum capacity. I seem to be floating right around there. I've gone ahead and just made some sort of standard parks here. The radius, big Ferris wheel right there. I've also placed down some other things like the tumbler over here, the kick flip and whatnot. And this sort of weird ride, I'm not sure what that is. Man, I got these controls like amped up to the point where it's kind of hard to move around. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and ride on this thing. I don't know what this one. This is just some sort of... Oops, I'm clicked on the wrong one. Come on, man. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so you can ride this stuff too, as you'd expect. There we are, sitting in a seat, and I can go around over here and change whatever seat I'm in. And whatever row, even though these cameras... Oh, that's not very good. How about this one? Of course I get on it right when it stops. We'll wait for some people. Come on, people. Jump on. Oh, look at how excited they are. Man, they're running fast. Holy crap, did they sit down fast, too. That's like never happens in real life. When you're always in a theme park, there's always that one person who's like walking over to the other side, put their stuff in the box, get in there, and then struggle with the clips. And then the person has to come around and push them into the seat, you know. One person always holds up the entire train. Anyhow, though, so you can see here we have some different cameras. This one's a little bit far back. This one's up front. Yeah, this is going to make us nice and dizzy. We go in the seat. Oh, you can't look around. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Oh, he's having fun. There's also like a cinematic camera view. That's... Oh, look at that. Beautiful for the intros. Oh, nice. Beautiful. I can't see anything. There we go. Oh, that was pretty nice. I like that. Anyhow, though, yes, you can absolutely ride your rides. Good stuff like that. All right, so let's jump on in here to my very first roller coaster that I'm going to be putting in this park. I've only made one roller coaster before just to get used to the controls, but yeah, we're gonna throw it right here. It's gonna be inspired by the roller coaster Gatekeeper, which is at my local theme park, or my amusement park, I should say, not so much theme park, amusement park, which is Cedar Point, and I've grown up there. Awesome stuff. Completely spoiled. One good thing about Ohio, right? Anyhow, though, it's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna start it off right back here, just so I can get enough height, and it will be a winged roller coaster. I believe we have those in the game already here. Yes, a wing Black Falcon. Perfect. Or I could do Cloud Runner, a couple different ones. Oh, Cloud Runner actually looks like it might be kind of like that Falcon looking thing on Gatekeeper. Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with that. It's then going to kind of go up and over, so the drop will happen right around here. It'll come back down, and we'll get one big nice lift that goes right up and over this main sort of gate right here, just to get all the people that are coming into my park excited about it. We will then drop down kind of over in this area right here. We should do an inverted loop, and that's when we're gonna go into a tunnel that will take us beneath this sort of rock area right here. So that'll be pretty cool. At that point though, we're then going to exit out under here, and we should do a loop over the park walkway right here. So that'd be pretty cool. Doing a loop over here, and then turn into a left bank. I'm not sure of all the different turns right there, or terms and whatnot. And if we can, I'm going to see if we can actually go through the center of this Ferris wheel right here. That'd be pretty cool if we can actually go through different things like that. You know, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't necessarily think it's going to be possible, but I'm going to try it out. Anyhow, though, we'll then do a couple of inverted loops and whatnot, and then go right back to the beginning here. Not a really big roller coaster, but a fun idea. So let's get into it and see if we can make it happen, shall we? Wing Cloud Runner. All right, so right off at the bat here, I have entries, so I can kind of plan out where I want people to come and go. And so they're going to enter and exit on the near side here, so that'll be perfect. And I'm going to start it off right here, just see if I have enough room. If not, I think I'll be able to actually move this entire roller coaster without deconstructing it. So you can see the controls here for roller coaster design. Actually, I'm going to go to a free cam. There's different camera settings and different levels of technicality that comes to controlling your camera. T is an awesome, tip right there, just because it unlocks your camera and you can fly around. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move this here. You can see the controls, and you can, they're just really intuitive. Look at that. I'm just able to drag this out. I'm going to go ahead and do drive tires. And I'll drag it out and give it about as steep as I can go. Look at that. Oh, I can go straight up. Perfect. Why not? That'll be cool. Enter to continue. I feel like going straight up right off the bat is a little bit too much. Kind of unrealistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually snap the angle to less of degrees. So there we go. Instead of 23, 15. So this is going to give me a little bit more control. So that way I can get pretty close. What is that, 75 degrees? Perfect. So we'll build this up. That looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and bring it back down to the center. And that looks pretty natural. It's obviously a pretty steep climb. But hey, you know what? Why not? Continue that out. And now we're going to go into our normal track, and we're going to drop it down right off the bat. And we're not going to hold back. See, now, right now, I'm telling this to go straight down, but if I use the little ruler here and drag it, you can see that it makes that corner quite a bit more steep. So this is what I was talking about, being able to use those same kind of controls. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 worked on many of the same sort of principles that the previous ones did. Don't really quote me too closely on that, but you use track and you try to select it. This one here has a much more flexible, what I'm talking about. But look at how easy it is. And if I use the kind of the rotating tool here, I can actually start to twist the track and, turn it in different degrees right there. Again, I'm still snapping to 15 degrees just to kind of give myself some sort of ruler-based design so I don't mess it up too much. Alright, so I've got my main lift hill there, and you can see right after this, I'm going to be going right back up for my second hill right there. That'll be kind of fun. And I've got a fair amount of, actually, room right here. I don't actually have to do anything. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a little roll right there. So, I'm not sure why, but the roller coaster like controls right now, when it tries to level out on the ground, it seems to be trying to skew it to one side or the other. I think that's just sort of a little quirk in the code right now. I don't want you to do that. It might be trying to avoid some of these rides, and that's what it's doing. There we go. So you go ahead and you can do automated rolls. So I mean, look at all these ones that I already have for this one. Non-inverted rolls, loops. I mean, look at that thing. All over the place. So it gives you some cool pre-builds. Now you can go ahead and actually customize your own track and do that yourself if you wanted to, obviously, as you would expect. So maybe I'll actually just kind of alter my design a little bit here. Wow, look at that thing! And the idea is I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna add some sort of roll and then kind of go into that, what in the world is it called? It's gonna be some sort of like corkscrew, yeah, I guess it'll be a corkscrew dive or something like that. I don't know, let me have at it. We'll get somewhere. Alright, so I've gotten my track down so far. You can kind of see it here. Goes down, does up again, a little bit of a loop, sort of a corkscrew right there. And now I'm doing my slightly inverted turn right there. And then we'll go right back down into a dive through this cliff right there. That's the idea. We'll smooth out the rest of this a little bit right back there when we get the chance. There we go. Let's see how this auto tunnel feature works. Oh, look at it. It's trying to do its thing. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. How do you model something that's underground? We'll see. Oh, I know. I could just kind of get down there with it, right? Ooh, trying to work with a free cam might be hard. I have no idea where I need to go. Where's the world? Well, whatever, let's just keep tunneling. Oh, cool, I came out somewhere. Oh, perfect, like I planned it. Alright, so I'm really close here. Let's see what an auto loop just looks like for the sake of it. That's alright. Yeah, that's okay. I think they're okay, but I think I can do better myself. So I'm actually going to freeform the loop. There we go, that's nearly perfect right there. Cool! I was able to kind of freeform my own loop. I mean, yeah, it's not like quite as neat as something that would kind of be pre-generated. And I'm sure there's some techniques of how many times you're clicking and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm happy with it thus far. It feels unique. It feels like handmade roller coaster instead of like pre-generated forms, you know? Okay, now I said I was going to try to go through the center of that ride. Gosh, I doubt that's going to work, but we'll see. How about that? You can do it. Oh, that's cool. Neat. Let's see if I can put one of these pre-generated rolls in there. Whoa! That's not gonna work. Well, this is a cool, what is this? This is a 0G roll left, 0G roll right, and then can I modify it? Oh, that's cool. So you can even take the pre-generated stuff and twist it around. There we go. Bring it back. You can use an autocomplete thing. Let's see what I get out of that. How about that? That was pretty cool. Now, do you think it's actually going to make it? I think I might have to make that first tower hill a little bit bigger. It looks like it has a chance. I don't know, guys. Let's give it a ride. See what happens. All right, let's go ahead and put ourselves in the camera seat here. Okay, so we're looking around. We're actually riding it. I think. Whoop. Let's go ahead and give it a test run. Initial test. That was a pretty short test. All we did is go up and go right back down. Are these not lifting chains or what? Do they not work? Oh, that would be embarrassing. No! Well, let's try the linear synchronous motor. Maybe that'll work. Fly! Uh-oh, uh-oh, it's going. Hello! Oh, that is like the best launching system ever. Okay, that might have been a little bit much. Linear motors to drive tires. Oh. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Linear motors will bring us up. Drive tires. Oh, come on. Come on. Perfect. See, that's like a chain lift right there. Now let's see if I did my... I just wanted to see if I did everything right to get over the second hill. Perfect. All right, let's ride it. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is a good spot. Oh, never mind. We'll ride on the front of it. There we go. Got that nice little lift right there. We can see my park down there below. Here we go. Woo! Get that first hill. Ooh, smooth thus far. Interesting little maneuver there. Ooh, that one might be a little bit weird. There's a bunch of side G's, but here we go through the tunnel. That's cool. Can we get through the loop? Yes, of course we can. Perfect. And there we go through the Ferris wheel. A little bit of a turn. Here we go. This is some sort of 0G thing. Oh my. It's definitely 0. Oh no, we didn't make it! Oh! It's gonna be a really long ride, this rate. Hello, Ferris wheel people. Hello. Okay, I need to put rocket boosters on the back of this bad boy to make it happen. Ugh, that is just a really rough spot right there. I don't like that at all. This right there. That's just gonna kill everybody. Alright, let's edit this coaster. Alright, now you may have noticed when I was riding this roller coaster last time that there were some rough bits, especially like this spot right here. Watch this, you kind of hit it, especially since I had to crank up the speed a little bit. That part's really gonna hurt you. So, if I do a little bit of editing the track right here, there's a really cool tool. I think it's really cool. What it is you can select different pieces of track, right? And then there's this smoothing option, so I can actually hit the plus on different elements right here. And then when I hit smooth, that's going to try to smooth out that transition. So look at that, it's kind of smoothing it out a little bit. So now when the roller coaster goes through, see, look at how much less rough that is. So if I pick a couple of more pieces right here, we'll start off here and then I hit the plus button there. Let's say I want to smooth between these two. Watch what happens when the roller coaster comes back. It should really smooth out those transitions. It really helps a lot when it goes into just kind of polishing up your roller coaster experience. I think it's a really cool tool. So there it goes, right on up and over. Back down. There you go. Right through there and through the loop. So there's some key spots that I want to do a little bit of smoothing here. Right there at the bottom of the loop, not to mention the whole loop itself, could probably be smoothed up a little bit. So let's go ahead and hit that smoothing button a little bit. Beautiful. This area over here, so from here on up through where we go through the Ferris wheel, that could also be smoothed as well. So it's kind of just gradually changing the curves as need be. Nice. So you use the tool to kind of move it around and get it pretty close, and then you can use this smoothing tool to make it look like a really nice, refined, polished thing. Well, you use it to actually just polish up your ride. That's essentially what it is. So, I think it's one of the coolest tools I've ever seen in a roller coaster designing game. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and ride this coaster for real. Well, actually, let's get some people on it. First, yeah, obviously, take the first ride on the nice roller coaster as it is finished. And we'll place the exit right on over here. Add a queue to the entrance. Ew, I don't like that. No! Undo! Undo! I deleted everything! That'll be good. And you can also add some nice curves to it. Now the one thing about my park is, for whatever reason, this park as it is set up, it's actually not really snapped to 0 degrees. So everything's off by just a few degrees if you actually are following the snaps. That's a little annoying. Hopefully they'll kind of fix that, but it'll probably blow up my park at the same time as they try to fix it. So, hopefully they don't fix it too fast. I can deal with it. I'll tell you what, guys, Roller Coaster Tycoon was one of those games that almost convinced me to go into roller coaster design and kind of get into that whole engineering aspect of it. But you know what? I also kind of figured that probably making some sort of ride that you slap humans onto or strap into, and it's going to have a lot of safety precautions and whatnot, so I kind of got away from it. But look at this, people. They're checking it out. At least I get my fix here in virtual reality. I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, look at this. There they go. Somebody kind of goes to the restroom. Nope, maybe not. What are you thinking about? What was that thought? This park is great. Yeah, I know. They just came to check out the bathroom. That's what they really came for. What we want, though, is our first volunteers. Good luck, people. We're going to give the ride camera to them. There we go. They're going to be sitting right in the back there. And we can ride along with them. Oh, this is a pretty cool perspective. I like that. Huh. Alright, we'll wait for it to fill up here. Some more people are just still figuring out how to get on over here. Oh, there's not many people, but it'll be the first ride nevertheless. Ooh, there was a little bit. Not too bad. I like it, though, thus far. Ooh, right under that tree and everything. Here we go, the big loop. There are a few spots there where it's a little bit bumpy, but you know what? Not too bad for my first roller coaster. There we go. Ooh, some negative G's for you. Cool, I like it. That's fun. Not to mention, I love how these tools work and kind of the new generation of tools that they have here available for this game. And this game is already, whoa, person eyeballs. This game is already just, I think, a lot of fun, even though it's in alpha right now. There aren't many of the sort of park mechanics that you would have. People's moods don't necessarily reflect on your parks. Roller coasters don't blow up yet. We're also not charging money and admission and all those other things that are kind of in the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. But you know what? I don't know. We'll see where they go with it. This is Planet Coaster, so it's not necessarily Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I think a lot of the same developers were involved right there. That was my first coaster that I made. You're going to have to let me know what you think about it and what you think about this game and the idea of the different series. And you know what? Maybe throw a few opinions down there. Maybe what should I do with Planet Coaster here? I definitely plan to continue building this thing out, adding some more roller coasters. Obviously, some sort of major mega coaster that's going to go through all these canyons and whatnot. And exploring the idea of floating islands. That's going to be really cool. I look forward to sharing more of this with you as the game develops and as I continue to play the crap out of it. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode here of Planet Coaster. If you did, maybe leave that like on the way out. And if I've earned your subscription, thank you so much for that. I'll see you next time, guys. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out. Quickly now, quickly. We can do it. Rage potion. Help me out. Come on. Knock it down. Knock it down. One more. One more. Yeah. Woo. That's what I'm talking about. What up, dude? What up, dude? You weren't expecting me. Woo, baby. Spin, baby, spin. Spin, baby, spin. Spin, baby, spin. Woo.
Double kill.
Ooh, you weren't expecting that one.
Unstoppable.
1 million. There we go. Now we're talking. That's the sound of money if I ever heard it. Woo! It's kind of got a weird ring to it. I'm liking it so far. Bye-bye!